Okay, so I've taken off the shift linkage, taken the cover off right there, so everything should be pretty much free to pull it out. I've also put some grease into that yoke because we're going to have to pull that out from the drive shaft to the front. I drained the transmission, which is right there. You can see that plug where I took the plug out. One thing is, what I've done is, this is the plug is magnetic, so you know, one thing is, as I pulled it off, we've got a lot of metal shavings and a piece of metal stuck to our drain plug. Like I said, it's magnetic, and that way it captures any metal parts. Just kind of looking at it, it looks like it's a piece of the silent gear, so that's probably why our reverse does not work, which is what we're trying to fix. So the next is to get all the bolts, these 3 bolts up here, out, and then we'll be pulling the transmission and opening it up. Okay, so we got the transmission out of the unit. Now what you want to do is loosen all the bolts all the way around, and once you do get them all out, there's some pry spots that you can pry. One's here, one's behind here, one's over here, one's here. So just take your screwdriver and work it up until it comes loose, and that's loose there. Use a rubber mallet if you need to tap it up. Okay, so once it's loose, you're going to want to work it off the 2 bearings and open it up. Okay, so we open it up. Everything looks pretty good on the housing. Set it off to the side. Oh, see, okay, now we can see what's happened. The silent gear has broken for the reverse, just as I suspected. This wraps around here, down in here, and so that broke. Alright, so that's what we're going to be replacing. Well, let's check to see if there's any other damage that's gone on. Well, it looks like our oil thing is broken, so it looks like it caught that up here as it wrapped around and broke that. But that's just a little plastic piece that helps deflect the oil down onto the motor. So looks like we're doing pretty good. I don't see any gears that are stripped. I think heavens that chain got, you know, was just laying down to the side here. Didn't get stuck in any gears, because then we would have had massive problems. So okay, so let me get ready to do the next step, and we'll come back to recording. Okay, so the thing is, we got this chain tightener. There's a cam lock here and a spring. We're going to take that out. That's what keeps that chain tight, and it will automatically advance if it starts to wear right here. But this thing looks good. So the next is we'll take that oil deflector off. There's 2 screws that are down in here that hold that in there. Like I said, I noticed when we opened it up that that was broken, and so that will be replaced, but that's not a big deal because it's a pretty inexpensive part. So take those out, and then we're going to take the this oil deflector, and what we found was this piece right here had broken. When that chain broke, it must have caught that and broke it. So that will be replaced. Okay, next step is to we're going to take this primary gears here so we can get this chain. We can pull it up, it comes out, and then we'll take the chain off. Okay, that bearing feels pretty good. So now the next step, to get this this gear assembly out with your shift forks and your shift drum, to get that out, we got to get this primary drive gear out, and in order to do that, it takes a Torx 27, and there's 4 screws that are down in there. So we're going to go ahead and take them out. They should have thread locker on it, so they're in there pretty good. When we reassemble it, we'll be putting them back in there, putting I believe blue strength thread locker on them. You can see this one is taking a bit to get out. There's just a retaining ring that holds that gear down in there. That's what we're trying to take off. So it takes a lot of work to get to this point, but once we have this gear out, get the replacement chain, then it'll be just reassembly basically. So we're going to pull those screws out with a magnet. Hear that retainer inside there. So I'm going to get prepared for a second, and we'll get ready to pull them out. Okay, so now we're ready to pull the gear. So the key is to just lift everything straight up and out, and the shift drum will stay together with this. So once we have shift drum, shift fork off, we have the primary gear, and so when we get the new chain, we'll be putting the new chain on between these gears right here. So I can hold this. The chain goes between these 2 gears here. So next is we're going to be ordering the chain and that oil deflector, Then when we get that in, we'll show you how to put that on, and we'll go from there.